Today on the show, we're diving into the world of economic indicators. These are the numbers that tell us how the economy is doing, things like GDP, unemployment rates, and consumer confidence. But what do these indicators really mean? How are they calculated, and how should we interpret them? We'll break it all down for you, with the help of some experts, to make sense of the numbers that shape our world. Now that you know about the sneaky way mangoes can spike your blood sugar and stress your blood vessels, let's talk about another piece of the puzzle: hydration. You might be wondering, what does drinking water have to do with stroke risk? Well, as a brain doctor, I can tell you it's a game changer for seniors. Staying properly hydrated keeps your blood flowing smoothly, which is critical for preventing clots that can lead to strokes. I've seen patients like Margaret, a 70-year-old who loved her daily walks, but often forgot to drink enough water. She'd feel sluggish, and her blood pressure was creeping up, which is a red flag for stroke risk. Dehydration thickens your blood, making it harder for your heart to pump and increasing the chance of a clot forming. That's the last thing we want for your vibrant, active life. Here's the deal. As we age, our sense of thirst can dull. So you might not realize you're dehydrated until it's already affecting your body. Margaret, for instance, was sipping coffee all morning and barely drinking water. She thought she was fine because she wasn't thirsty, but her body was crying out for hydration. The fix was simple. I suggested she keep a reusable water bottle by her side and aim for small sips throughout the day, about 8 to 10 cups of water, depending on her activity level. She started adding a slice of lemon or cucumber for a little flavor, which made it fun and easy to stick with. Within weeks, she noticed her energy was up, and her doctor was thrilled with her improved blood pressure. So, your action step: make water your best friend. Keep a bottle nearby, maybe one with a fun design that makes you smile, and sip consistently. If plain water feels boring, try infusing it with a few berries or a sprig of mint. Just steer clear of sugary drinks, as those can work against you. Next, let's talk about something you might not connect to stroke risk: stress. I know life can throw curveballs, whether it's worrying about family, finances, or just keeping up with daily tasks. But chronic stress is like a silent storm for your brain. It raises your blood pressure and triggers inflammation, both of which can weaken your blood vessels over time. I remember working with Tom, a 65-year-old retiree who loved golf, but was constantly stressed about his to-do list. He'd get tension headaches and felt on edge. And his doctor warned him that his blood pressure was inching into dangerous territory. Stress hormones like cortisol can make your blood vessels less flexible, setting the stage for a stroke if left unchecked. The good news? You don't need to become a Zen master overnight to make a difference. For Tom, we started small. I suggested he try a 5-minute breathing exercise each morning. Just sit comfortably. Close your eyes and take slow, deep breaths, counting to 4 as you inhale and exhale. It's like hitting the reset button for your nervous system. He also started taking short walks after stressful moments, like after a heated phone call, to clear his mind. These little habits helped him feel calmer, and his blood pressure started to stabilize. You can do this too. Find a stress reliever that feels right for you. Maybe it's listening to soothing music, gardening, or even chatting with a friend. The key is to carve out a few minutes each day to unwind. For example, try setting a timer for a quick calm break where you focus on something that brings you joy, like flipping through old photos or petting your dog. These moments add up and protect your brain in ways you'll feel every day. Another big factor in stroke prevention is movement and I'm not talking about running marathons. Regular, gentle activity keeps your blood vessels healthy and your heart strong, which is crucial for seniors. I had a patient, Linda, a 67-year-old, who thought exercise meant hours at the gym, which she dreaded. She was mostly sedentary, spending her days reading or watching TV, and her circulation wasn't getting the boost it needed. Lack of movement can make your blood sluggish, increasing the risk of clots. But here is the beauty of it. You need intense workouts to make a difference. Linda started with a 10-minute walk around her neighborhood every morning, waving to neighbors and enjoying the fresh air. She also added some light stretching while watching her favorite shows. These small steps improved her mood, her energy, and her blood flow. Your action step here is to find a movement you enjoy. Maybe it's dancing to your favorite oldies in the living room, joining a senior yoga class, or even doing chair exercises if mobility is a challenge. Aim for 20 to 30 minutes most days of the week, even if it's broken into short bursts. For example, try walking to your mailbox and back a few times, or do some gentle arm circles while waiting for your coffee to brew. It all counts, and your brain will thank you for it. These habits, hydration, stress management, and movement are like a trifecta for keeping your blood vessels in top shape and lowering your stroke risk. There's more to share about protecting your brain and living your best life. So let's keep going with some final tips to empower you even further. All right, friends, we've already covered some powerful ways to protect your brain, from watching out for high-sugar fruits like mangoes to staying hydrated and moving your body. Now let's round things out with a couple more practical steps to keep your stroke risk low and your energy high. These are simple changes you can start today, and I promise they'll help you feel more in control of your health so you can keep doing the things you love, whether that's playing with your grandkids, tending to your garden, or just enjoying a sunny afternoon. First, let's talk about the power of healthy fats. You might have heard that fats are bad for your heart or brain, but that's not the whole story. The right kinds of fats can actually strengthen your blood vessels and support your brain health. Think of foods like avocados, nuts, and olive oil as superheroes for your circulation. I had a patient, Dorothy, 71-year-old, who loved her buttery toast, but was struggling with high cholesterol, a major stroke risk factor. She thought all fats were the enemy, but when we swapped her butter for a drizzle of olive oil on her morning toast and added a handful of almonds as a snack, her cholesterol levels started to improve. Healthy fats like those in salmon or walnuts help reduce inflammation and keep your blood vessels flexible, which is key to preventing strokes. So how can you make this work for you? Start small. Try adding a slice of avocado to your sandwich instead of mayo, or sprinkle some chia seeds into your morning oatmeal. If you're a snacker, swap out chips for a small handful of unsalted nuts. Almonds, walnuts, or pecans are great choices. Aim for a serving or two of these healthy fats each day, but keep portions in check since they're calorie-dense. For example, a quarter of an avocado or a tablespoon of olive oil is plenty to get the benefits without overdoing it. Dorothy told me she felt like she was treating herself with these swaps, and her doctor was thrilled with her progress. You can feel that way too. Just think of it as adding delicious, brain-boosting foods to your plate. Next, let's touch on something we don't talk about enough: sleep. Getting enough quality sleep is like giving your brain a nightly tune-up. Poor sleep can raise your blood pressure and stress hormones, both of which increase stroke risk over time. I worked with a patient, George, a 69-year-old, who was staying up late watching TV and only getting 5 hours of sleep. He felt groggy all day, and didn't he realize his restless nights were putting his brain at risk? We worked on a simple bedtime routine, dimming the lights an hour before bed, avoiding screens, and sipping a cup of chamomile tea. He also started going to bed at the same time each night to get his body into a rhythm. Within a month, George was sleeping 7 hours a night and felt sharper and more energized. Your action step here is to aim for 7 to 8 hours of sleep and create a calming routine to wind down. Maybe try reading a book, listening to soft music, or doing a few gentle stretches before bed. If you're having trouble sleeping, avoid caffeine in the afternoon and keep your bedroom cool and dark. Little tweaks like these can make a big difference for your brain and overall health. Think of sleep as your body's chance to recharge and keep those blood vessels in top shape. So let's bring it all together. You've got the tools to lower your stroke risk and live your best life. Choose low-sugar fruits like berries over mangoes. Stay hydrated, manage stress, keep moving, add healthy fats, and prioritize sleep. These aren't huge overhauls. They're small, doable steps that add up to a healthier you. I've seen patients like Susan, John, Margaret, Tom, Linda, Dorothy, and George transform their health with these changes, and I know you can too. You're not just preventing strokes, you're setting yourself up to enjoy every moment of your golden years with energy and confidence. I'd love to hear from you. Drop a comment below and let me know one small change you're re-excited to try this week. Maybe it's sipping more water or adding some walnuts to your snack. And if you found this helpful, give this video a thumbs up and hit that subscribe button so you don't miss any of our Senior Health 365 tips. We're in this together, and I'm cheering you on to live your healthiest, happiest life. Here's to thriving in your 60s, 70s, and beyond. See you in the next video.